Hello and Ashe. This video is about my favorite incense sticks, and I chose nine varieties, and I will show them to you, and I will tell you why I like them. And I like all of them very much, but yet there are some that I like more, and there are some like ones that I like less, and in the end there is the absolute winner, my favorite one. And I'm basically going to count them from my least favorite one to my most favorite one. So stay tuned to see my favorite incense sticks. And I will leave you, a link to where you can get it. But be warned, since it's beautiful, it's also expensive. But first of all, I have smell audiency, okay, clear smelliness, okay. I can smell if someone is hexed. I can smell things before I get like the visual thing from in my head. It's like I have clairaudience, but clairvoyance, and I have some clairaudience, but I also have some clear smelliness, and my clear smelliness is the first thing that touches me. So I can't really perform a profound ritual without having a proper incense. So why don't you make my own? Well, I do make my own, and I make my own very, very well. I even sell those. I even make some, ancient Egyptian recipes like hyphy that gets to, ferment for a moon cycle, and everybody simply loves it. But when you have limited space, and I do have limited space, I hope when you saw my room video, you understand that this is my witchy room. I have no other place to be. Right now, I'm basically doing this video from my mother's room, where the computer is at. I don't have a computer in my room. I have very little electronic implements in my room. I keep my room magical, really. But since this is my mother's room, you see like mundane stuff around, and this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be until I move out. Well, okay, and whenever that will be. So back to the incense. Incense sticks, we all know them, we all use them, and some of them are better than others. Some of them are wonderful, some of them are cat pee. And I'm suggesting that you too will do 9 of your favorite incense videos. So as a pagan community, we will know which to sample and which not to sample. And which is like Amber Honey Raven says, cat pee incense, and which are divine heavenly delight. So without further ado, let me begin. Okay, my 9th favorite one is Tibetan sandalwood incense. I would mention that this is white sandalwood. They also have the red sandalwood, which is also very good, but I like this more. Sandalwood incense for me needs to have a very clean note when it finishes burning. It needs to be very earthy and yet very clean, like a little touch of soap, and yet it doesn't need to smell like artificial soap. It needs to smell like earthy, natural soap. And this works very well for me. It says on this, according to Ayurveda, sandalwood has been a favorite dupe is incense for embalming from the ancient times. Its calming effect was used for aid in meditation and its popularity in religious ceremonies. It soothes nervous tension, anxiety, and helps bring peace and acceptance. Perfectly safe for inhalation and from the environment. Contains 30 sticks with one incense holder. Each sticks burn for 60 minutes. Handmade in Nepal by Mandala Arts and Incense. P.O. Box 10762. Okay, can see this? Okay. So I like this one very much. This is my last roll. I have to buy another one. It really does burn for 60 minutes. It makes this calm, soothing effect. And also sandalwood is a big jumper incense for me, meaning it's good for changing states of mind, and it's also if I need to do a quick crown of success spell, and I don't have the time to sit and make a specific Crown of Success incense, I would get those sticks. So this is number 9. Number 10, Jungle Musk by N. Ranga Rao Sons and Export, and it's made in India. Jungle Musk. Now you might find this wrapping like very offensive and weird, and I find it too. And the thing is this: I get those in Ethiopian stores, like with the other incense that I get, like 3 of those packages for $2.50. This incense is amazing. It's really amazing. It's pleasant, it's deep, it's rich, and you can smell, the slight note of green being left behind. So it's very earthy, and maybe I just like earthy incenses. No, that's not true. It's very earthy, and yet it's very sexy. And this is like a very good seduction incense. When you want to fumigate your room to smell like someplace that is very pleasant, go and get the Jungle Musk. It's highly recommended. It's a very good designer scent. The third is a cliche, Nag Champa. And more than I like, and it's not that I like this all the time, by Agrabati, of course. It's not that I like it all the time. I need to have a Nag Champa mood. And champa is basically made from the champaka flower, which is says to bring happiness and delight. It's very sweet. It smells caramelly, lotusy, sandalwoody, and of course like champaka, which is scent is like very sweet and undescribable. You have to know what you're looking for to get it. This is again another daily day instance, for the deities of happiness and beatitude. If you haven't tried it, you have to try it at least once, but I found out the hard way that Nag Champa is an incense that people either like or hate. So be mindful of what you're getting. Okay. So that was, number 987. This is number 6. Bharat Gurav by Agrabati. This is another one of the Ethiopian incenses that I get, 3 for $2.50. And this has this first note of lemon. It's a very pleasant lemon. I guess it's because they use frankincense in it. And then there is this floral middle note. And then there is light sandalwood final note. Papa Legba loves this incense. He loves it to death. And you see, it's also written in here, all like the weird languages. It's like, it's upside down. It's like, it has like, Sanskrit, and it has like, Amharic, and it has like other languages which I do not recognize. So, this incense is like an export thing, and it goes everywhere. You can probably get it. Bharat Gurav is very much recommended. It's very pleasant, and one is burning in my room as we speak. And I noticed that these two I'm running short. It's like, I just opened these packages and I have another package, and that's the end. I need to get some of this, and I need to get some of them Jungle Musk. For my favorite incenses, I burn them like crazy. So, I'm running out. Okay. So, number 5. Agarwood by Eiju. Now, Eiju is a Japanese incense, and it also said Japanese incense and scents Japanese, 20 sticks. And this is, this starts to be pricey. You pay $4 or $5 for a package of 20 sticks, which are small. Those are like 4-inch sticks, okay? Now, they have 3 wonderful scents. out of which the sandalwood is the best. If you want, like, to go and buy the best sandalwood there is, get the sandalwood incense. Their sandalwood incense, which I don't have here to show you, sorry, is like very good. The ginkgo is agarwood, is also very, very good. And this is like, if you want to sample agarwood for the first time because you don't know if you like it or not, spend the $4 to smell this. This is a good brand, this is a good representative. And those smells are very natural. Like the Tibetan incense, those smells are very natural and very earthy, and those are not designer perfumes that are being forced on burnable materials. This is basically the materials in the shape of a stick. It's a stick of agarwood that you burn and releases its scents to everywhere. So this is very good. I haven't opened this package. This is also my last package, so I appreciate it. Okay, my next favorite incense is another Tibetan incense, pure aromatic amber dupe incense. I very much like ambergris. I like ambergris and I like amber scented things. I like animal scents, and like civet and and musk, but ambergris is for me the king of those scents. And this smells like very yellow, airy amber, and it has this spicy last tone that fills the air, keeping you wanting for more. It's a very heady smell, and it's a very good one, and this is a very cheap one. You can probably get it very cheaply. The pure aromatic amber dupe. I got this and part of a package, like a woven package that has like all the scents, or other scents like sandalwood and patchouli and stuff like that. Okay, my third favorite incense is Opium by Hem. Now this is again a designer scent, and I admit it. When we are getting to the last three, so for me those are like my essentials that I love. Opium, this doesn't actually smells like the drug opium. This smells like the perfume from the 80s opium, that by the way I see is being resold today. And this was the perfume of my childhood. My mother used to have like a perfume, like a bottle of opium perfume on her vanity that she would never use. But when I was bored, I would like move to it, open it, smell it, and put it back. It was like a smell that I very much associated with childhood. Papa Legba loves this incense, and every time I want to connect to my unbroken young self, this is an incense that is good for that. Also, those are not expensive, and it's incense cones. It's easy to travel with. You can have this in your pocket. You can have this in your in your traveling kit, and you don't need to be afraid that it will be broken like a stick. Now, my second most loved incense, and this I need your help with, people. Incense Oud El Nad El Ambari, which is basically agarwood with amber and I think nardos. Nardos, it's like a biblical perfume. It's basically something that grows in Tibet. And this smells like an Indian paradise. I could not even describe this scent to you if I like. It's like roses and amber and the slight touch of agarwood that makes a room smells like basically, like a very expensive Indian palace. Undescribable. It's a big package. Now, the first package I got of this was from an incense store that got closed, and you can't get this from anymore. The second one is from this Arabian shop of spices, that this was the only one they had, and I can't go there for the foreseeable future. So if you can tell me where I can order this online, this Incense Oud El Nad El Ambari, okay? please tell me. You'll get a cookie. Okay, so this is the second now. My favorite, best incense. Prepare yourself. Drums. Chinese herbed agarwood incense. And according to the website, it contains orange peel and camphor and nard and 2 other ingredients, including agarwood. This, a very thin. It's like a hard cover, and it's very, very, very thin stick that takes about an hour to burn. It looks like this. This is very light, very airy, and it's an expensive incense. You 6 tubes like this costs about $50. I don't know how much sticks like we have in this, but you have a lot. I think you have more than 20. You have like, I think, 30 sticks in this tube. See, it's a very thin incense. And this smells like a very rich woman leaves the room. It smells like a woman. It's a very feminine incense. So, all your goddesses, deities, etc. are going to love you to death for this incense. And I got this from a shop called Happy Path on eBay. I'm going to put the link down below. And if you want to try it, this is my absolutely favorite incense. If you want to invest and, if you have like a deity that did something good for you and you want to give them offerings and you want to, give them like, offerings like every day or just, dedicate those to them, especially if that's a female deity, go for it. And I invite you, fellow YouTubers, to do your own 9 favorite incenses video. So, as consumers, we will know what to buy and what to try out, because this is the magic of the market. I have stuff here from Tibet, from China, from India. I have the entire scented world in front of me, and of course from Ethiopia too. Okay? The world of scents is at our feet because of the internet, and this is like one of the biggest magic of technology. So educate us. What is your favorite? Thank you and goodbye.